So I just wanted to talk about what I think is holding Bitcoin back right now from reaching a critical mass of adoption and going higher in price ultimately. So I think what's holding it back, it can mostly be boiled down to a lack of education. And part of that lack of education is Bitcoin's association with crypto, right? Why would you want to learn about Bitcoin? When you think of Bitcoin, all you think of is NFTs and meme coins and, degenerate gamblers gambling on the next altcoin. And it's easy to say, but I say the same thing over and over again. Nothing fundamental with Bitcoin has changed. So ultimately, the price isn't very interesting to me, right? It's still an indicator of where we are in terms of what people think about it, but nothing fundamental with Bitcoin has changed in terms of its code, in terms of the network and its rules. And again, there's all these macro factors at play that could be causing Bitcoin to be down in the short term. But in the long term, the fundamentals remain the same. I believe Bitcoin will massively outperform the S&P 500 and kind of be this growth index of the future. And once people understand it at a more critical level, then it will behave more like an index fund, right? People use S&P 500 and different index funds basically as a growth metric for the future, right? They don't know what the best company, what the best stocks will be. So the S&P 500 is a rotating list of companies that people invest in, saying, generally, I believe stocks will grow in the future, but I don't know how to pick the right stock. And with Bitcoin is a growth index of the future and of deflation and of technology. In the era of AI and deflation and automation, Bitcoin is the one sound store of value that can't be disrupted, right? No matter how good AI gets, even if we, develop AI models that are way more powerful than we have now, and they take over the world in every job, right? They still can't create more Bitcoin, right? AI can create more companies. They can, create more social media posts. They can create more websites, more platforms, more almost everything, more books, more articles, more videos, but they can't create more Bitcoin. That's the key difference. So when people understand Bitcoin, it will be painfully obvious in hindsight that we were even wondering whether this fixed supply asset would grow in value compared to a currency that is printed out of nothing. So that's the best way we can protect ourselves from AI and automation, build wealth in the future by stacking sats $1 at a time, $5 at a time, $10 at a time, whatever you feel comfortable with. And again, I'm saying this constantly, but even if you're the most skeptical in the world even if you're the most skeptical person in the world about Bitcoin, set up a $10 a month, right, Bitcoin recurring buy, just on the off chance that you might be wrong about this. And Bitcoin really is the best performing asset going forward. So keeping this video pretty short and sweet, but those are just a couple of the things that I think are holding Bitcoin back. And stay steady in your own knowledge and conviction. That's when you will win. So yeah, and I've been talking about it in every video, but I really think it's important to harp on the crypto aspect of Bitcoin and how so many people still conflate Bitcoin with crypto. So if you're watching this, just, talk to people, maybe start a YouTube channel yourself. And I just think we need way more education out there on the difference between Bitcoin and crypto because they are not the same. Bitcoin is neutral money. Crypto is tokens that people created to sell you to fund their own lifestyle or fund their own company. So that's about it for this video. If you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. That helps out the channel a ton. As always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.